Hello guys, my name is Sin today, and today I'm going to be talking about the Xbox One. And I'm talking about the Xbox One because I'm going to give my opinion on if it can make a comeback against the PS4. We all know right now that the PS4 is pretty much killing the Xbox One. It's not a big surprise to anyone. It's in the stats. Go look at VG charts and you'll see. Now, before I start the video, I do want to say this is all good fun. Nothing I say will change anything. I'm just here talking about video games. I don't consider myself an expert, but I'm just giving my opinion. So there's no need to be hateful on me, okay? Just for my opinion. I do own both the PS4 and the Xbox One, so I cannot be a fanboy of one or the other. So, for the fanboys out there, just don't attack me, okay? All good fun. Nothing I say here will make any difference, I don't think. But let's start it off like this. I do think there's a possibility of the Xbox One making a comeback. Now, saying that, I think it's a small possibility, but nonetheless, it is a possibility. First off, let's talk about what the Xbox is doing. Right now, I think Xbox had a real good E3, and they showed off, very, very good exclusives coming out this holiday season, which, again, I think this holiday season is going to be a very big point, because if the Xbox One needs to do good this holiday season, if they want to make a comeback. They can't afford to do bad this holiday season. It's just it. Right now on VG charts, it has the PS4 at around 23.8 million units and the Xbox One at around 13.1 million. That's almost a 10 million difference. That's why, again, if the Xbox does make a comeback, it's not going to be in 1 year, and it's not going to be this holiday season. It's gonna have to span over a couple of years. And even then, I still think it's somewhat doubtful on if they could do it. Now, if the Xbox One happens to make a comeback, they need to do a few things. First off, they need to continue what they have. They need to continue what they're doing right now. They're having good exclusives coming out. Yeah, they need the HoloGens to be good. They can't afford them to be bad, and they need to just be making good decisions. So I think Phil Spencer is a very, very good for the Xbox One. I think what he's been doing has really been helping it. Himself could potentially lead to the Xbox One selling more units with the decisions that they're making right now. But the Xbox One also cannot afford to make, any dumb mistakes, I should say. They can't have a year like the PS4 is having right now, where in this holiday season, the PlayStation doesn't have that many exclusives coming out, where the Xbox One does. If this happens in the future and the Xbox One kind of comes to the same thing the PS4 has this holiday season, I don't think there's a chance for it to come back. Let's see. But yeah, as long as it keeps delivering good exclusives, I think it should be fine. Again, now regionally, the Xbox One's selling, pretty good in North America, but it's not selling good in either Europe or Japan. It's selling if you look at the PS4's numbers in Europe and then at the Xbox One, it's real bad. The PlayStation is outselling the Xbox by quite a bit. I think if VG charts, it has it at somewhere where the PS4 sold over 100,000 units, and the Xbox One has sold 25,000. That's not good. And Japan, the Xbox is just the sales are almost non-existent. The Xbox needs to make big changes if it wants to do well in both regions. And it also needs the regions if it is going to make a comeback. Now, I think, again, I said, it's going to be surprising to see what the Xbox does. I don't know what it could do for Japan. The Xbox hasn't done bad in Japan for the lack of trying. They tried to do good in Japan. They have Japanese developers trying to make exclusives to the Xbox One, but nothing seemed to be working. So I don't know what they could do to even help them sell more units. Now, the Xbox One also needs Sony to kind of do bad. Sony kind of has to, for the X1 to make a comeback, Sony kind of has to fail in the next at least it has to fail over the next few years. That's just it. The Xbox One can't afford the PlayStation to have like another Last of Us. If a PlayStation exclusive came out like The Last of Us, that really hurts the Xbox. And I mean, right now, I'll say this year the Xbox One should do better. Holiday season should do better than the PlayStation. However, next year the PlayStation has actually pretty good exclusives coming out. And let's talk about the Xbox One has to be PlayStation with the VR headset. I think if it, and right now, I mean, from what they showed at E3, the HoloLens look incredible. And PlayStation didn't really show that much of Morpheus. You know, it is kind of hard. I could see it being hard for them to kind of show a VR headset and kind of show like this is what it's going to be like, because it's more on a one-on-one scale for that kind of VR headset. However, the HoloLens, I mean, that looks amazing. So I think if the HoloLens do come out and it's cheaper and it's better than Morpheus, I think that gives a big plus to the Xbox. It more comes down to Sony not having exclusives or not making good decisions, and Xbox continue to rolling with good decisions. Xbox just needs to keep up the momentum that they have right now, which is actually pretty good with what they have this holiday season. As long as they keep that up, I think everything should be pretty good. The only thing that worries me is that if it is close, it's around a 10 million difference between the units, and that's a big number. It really does suck that the Xbox One had to come to such a terrible start. If they had just when the console first came out, if it just didn't do, if it just come out had sold better than it did, Xbox didn't make mistakes with the DRM and everything, I don't think we would be seeing this big of a difference between the consoles. Because specs-wise, I mean, the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One are pretty similar in specs. Yes, I think the PlayStation 4 is a little better in some aspects, but it's very close. They're almost exactly the same. This has pretty much been what I think, though. I personally, my opinion, no. I don't think the Xbox One's gonna make a comeback. I think it's just too big of a difference between it. I think 10 million is too big. I think the PlayStation 4 just has it, only because even if it does well this year, then you have next year, and Sony has, I think, Uncharted 4 is coming out next year, and that itself is going to be a big exclusive. I know they have other exclusives, can't think of them right now off the top of my head, but next year is going to be a good year for Sony. And I don't know what Xbox has next year. We'll have to see. But I'm going to come back to it because I've said it. I think I said it at the beginning of the video. This holiday season means everything. If Xbox cannot get the ball rolling, it's done. This holiday season is what means it this year. And I believe that 100%. I think with the exclusives that comes out, it has to do well. It needs Japan. It needs Japan and it needs Europe. If it can't get, it has to get one of them. It has to start selling amazing in one, or at least as good as the PlayStation in one of the regions. I think it has a better chance to sell well in Europe because the Japanese just don't seem to care about the Xbox. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, please be sure to subscribe to see other videos like this. I'm going to start doing more of these kind of videos where I just give my opinions on topics. So that should be interesting. If you want to see any playthroughs that I'm currently doing, then be sure to check out my channel, and again, hit that subscribe button if you want to see any new videos that I release. Anyway, guys, as always, you can follow me on Twitter or add me as a friend through Xbox Live or PSN. Oh, frickin' died. Anyway, you can add me as a friend through PSN Xbox Live. Follow me on Twitter. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.